Hello, this is Glenda with AKA GK Fralin, a friendly community, and our community welcomes you. I hope you enjoy what I've got for you tonight. I've been working on a little project, and it's paper again. I like doing paper, mainly because it's what I've got to work with, and it's what I can work with. Anyway, you remember the origami paper I got when I tried the origami flowers? I got a whole kit. Never got past the kindergarten level. I say that because my kids used to bring home those little tulips that it had me make. And that's as far as I could go. Anyway, I found another use for it. Hope you enjoy the video. I want you to be able to see me and, oops, the table. I've already made a bit of a mess. Oh, golly. I found one thing that saves my vlogs a lot. Pinterest. And these aren't exactly from Pinterest. They're more my own take of one of the designs on Pinterest. But since Christmas is over, but we're still in winter, a lot of us will be turning to books to read. Now I'm using my big book here, my color art. For one thing, it was handy, and for another thing, I think it'll show up better. Now what I made is this bookmark so far. Now this one was my first, so it's not my favorite, but it was my first. But this is how they would fit on your book. Now, I'm sure for other things you could make smaller ones. But this way, you can mark your page and not lose the bookmark down inside the book. So, I mean, you could make them half this size if you want. But if you remember, those of you who've been around for a little while, you remember the origami paper and the origami set that I got. I got it for the sake of doing origami, and it was a big fail for me. But I have found, thanks to Pinterest, I found another use for it. This is another one that I've made. It's a blue one. And like the other, you just fit it over. Now on this one, I put my name at the top. You won't be able to see it, but anyway. On this one, I just put my initials on each corner. So, but I'm going to show you, let's show you yellow, okay? Now this is kind of what I did on this second one. Okay, I folded it in a triangle, and then I folded it in a triangle again. Now let's hope. Let's hope my brain goes along with this. I'm going to cut little scallops, or, holes. I could draw out a design if I wanted, but I just didn't take the gumption to do that. So I'm just doing these little scallop cutouts. Now what I'm going to do to get the middle ones, fold it again, and then I'm going to cut out. Now this is a little thicker. I'm just going to cut a couple, well maybe they need to be bigger than that. A couple more of those. I got to be careful to stay away from, you know, the corners that are going to be, okay, this I don't need at the moment. That top page wants to curl up since I've been using it. Okay, so now this is what I got. Now I think you've probably all done something like this before. Anyway, so now what I'm going to do is, and so, you know, I am going to actually hide some of this cutting that I've done, but I figured do more than less, and anyway. Now I could fold it in farther, but I don't know. I think I like it like this, especially since I'm using a bigger book to use for my demonstration. Anyway, and then I just take my glue stick. I put a dab of glue right there. Now this one's a purple, which I like because I can see it. I can see the shine on, you know, like the clear and stuff, but okay, I got you that. I've got that far. So the next step is to fold that in half. Now I'm sure those of you who are more artistic did a little better job. I think I did a little better job on this one than I have on this one. But in fact I didn't turn that one side in far enough. Let me try that again. See if I can even those sides out a little. Oh, that kind of makes a... Now this is just me repairing my own damage here. Okay, there we go. Now it looks a little more even. So I'm going to fold this here. Now that's all. I'm not going to do any more gluing on the paper, I mean as far as gluing together corners. But what I'm going to do, when I got this, and then I got beads too, you can use buttons. There's buttons in here, and there's these little shiny things. I think I'll take a blue one. And I think I've been doing these, well I did the first one, I did it kind of up in the middle, and then I added another kind of a bob thing there. I think that's a little, I don't know. I kind of liked this better, just putting it nice and down at the point. So, I mean, you can do it however you want. But, I mean, you could beat it, you know, in a lot of places if you wanted to. But I would only do this on the top side, or the side that's going to show outside the book, because otherwise they're going to be falling off inside your book. And that wouldn't be good. Whoops. Okay, dab of glue. And then it shut itself off. I don't know why, because the battery looks full. I know I put a new thing in there, memory card, but anyway, this is my third attempt. Now I know a lot of you are a little more artistic and less shaky than I am, so you know. And they do, the one I saw actually made one that fits over the corner of your book, and it fits kind of like a little glove over the corner. I didn't really care for that, although it could protect the corners. I went ahead and I keep looking up because I want to make sure, well, I mean, yeah, I want to look at you, but because you're all so pretty out there, but I also wanted to show you. Maybe I'll show it on the back where it's not so colorful. But anyway, there we go. But it's, you know, all it does is just marks your page. And you can put names on them. You can put more doodads on them. You can do whatever you want. But it makes for a handy dandy little bookmark. Because I've always I've always had trouble with the bookmarks, the straight bookmarks. I like them, don't get me wrong. But a lot of times, the darn things slide down inside the book, and then you gotta then you gotta hope that the book is gonna open right to the bookmark, which it does sometimes and doesn't others. I did make one more, and I do think this is my favorite. I made it look like a man's shirt, or like a shirt. I think that one's my favorite of all of them. I had these little buttons that came in the origami kit, and so I just drew on the shirt, put the buttons on. And it's just a little smaller, so, because I folded it a little more, so it could go on a different book. Anyway, we have suffered a loss, and Carla had to put her cat down today. She's upset, as you can imagine. The cat was 19 and just in too much pain for her to continue. And so I don't know if Carla will watch this, but please do be thinking of her and praying for her, because that cat's been with her for most of those 19 years. And it's never easy when you're alone, especially to lose a pet. So let's be praying for her or giving her positive thoughts, whichever we choose to do. Anyway, on my side, we do have some family things going on, and so I'm going to continue. There's some things I haven't found out yet. It's extended family, but it's still very dear to my heart and to, well, the whole family. So anyway, I will keep you posted if I hear any more there that is positive. But we're all keeping our hearts and our heads open because there's really no reason not to. There's no reason to borrow on the negative. So, won't do that. But do keep Carla in your prayers. This has not been a good day for her. And with that, I will say good night. Everybody stay warm. Show each other love, because you don't have that love every day to show. And so hold people that you hold dear, hold them dear. And show a little bit of love around you. Shake someone's hand, say hello, nod your head. Do something. I will see you tomorrow. So good night.